The Chicago Bulls find themselves down by 7 at halftime to the Denver Nuggets. This game's actually a little bit closer than I would expect it to in a few different areas. The fact that the Bulls are only being they're actually out rebounding the Nuggets right now, which is not necessarily what I expected considering how good the Nuggets are as a rebounding team and um how small our starting lineup was that we started four guards. But outside of that, Patrick Williams, as I thought, is leading the team with minutes off the bench at 13, but he was not the first player off the bench. Modest Bucilis was actually the first player off the bench for the Chicago Bulls in this game, and he had a pretty productive quarter. 2 for 2 for 5 points, 2 rebounds. He did have one turnover, a bad goaltend call there, but other than that, Modest Bucilis played some good minutes. Dalen Terry has 5 points as well. Patrick Williams coming off the bench is 3 of 6 in 13 minutes for 3 assists, 3 rebounds, 7 points so far for Patrick Williams. Actually seemed like Patrick Williams may be faring a little bit better today coming off the bench. Zach LaVine with 10 points. You got Nikola Vucevic with 11 points, 9 points from Ayo Dosunmu. But overall, the Chicago Bulls defensively have nothing this game. They just don't have a lot defensively this game. But, it is what it is when it comes down to that one, man. But this team's playing a lot better. It's a lot closer of a game than I expected with the four-guard lineup, that's for sure. I'm not going to lie. The offense feels very fluid with Patrick Williams on the bench, but I would have considered putting Julian Phillips in the lineup due to the fact he has size. Yeah, but one thing with having four guards, it better be a fluid offense, right? Because your guard should be able to pass pretty well. Jokic and Russ together is actually insane. It really is. It's crazy how much they play well together and off of each other. The Denver Nuggets have only gone 3 deep into their bench, whereas the Chicago Bulls have already played 6 players off their bench, which is crazy enough. But hey, why do the Bulls make it look impossible to score fast break points? You know why? Because we already don't move off the ball well. The Denver Nuggets have 20 fast break points in this game so far. We have 0. 0. You know what? You want to know a surprising stat already in this game as well? The Denver Nuggets have 68 points. 50 of those points have been in the paint. The Bulls averaged 55 points given. The Bulls may give up 100 points in the paint today. 50 points in the paint given up in the first half? That's ridiculous, is what that is. That's ridiculous. The Denver Nuggets have only hit 3 3-point shots today. The Bulls have hit 12. If it wasn't for the Bulls shooting the 3-ball well today, we would be getting absolutely and utterly cooked in this game. I don't know what to think. I want to say the Bulls played an okay first half, but then again, Denver could be playing with their food. 50 points in the first half, Matthew. Nikola Vucevic has to be injured because this is 3 straight games that he's not necessarily rebounding well during the meaningful parts of the game. He's done that before. I won't say that that's an injury. How's that 4-guard lineup working for you, Billy Size Queen? Hope your wife leaves you for a real man. That's crazy. That's crazy. Pat's not doing that bad. Well, we've seen Pat have a good first half before. Let's see if he has let's see if it continues in the second half of this game. We're getting killed by turnovers and in the paint, which does lead to fast break as well. Bill apparently will not waive a straight clause for the Bulls via the athletic. That's good. Good. I'm glad to hear that. I can't believe we're actually out rebounding Denver. We can't stop them in the paint. I don't know how long the Bulls can keep up this pace. Listen, I would not expect them to finish this game out rebounding the Denver Nuggets, but we'll see. Life is stranger than fiction sometimes. So I wouldn't be surprised if, listen, it'll be the most Bulls-like thing for them to win a game against the Denver Nuggets and out-rebound them in a game where we started 4 guards. So we'll see what happens there. We'll see what happens. But 50 points given up in the 50 points in the paint given up in the first half is crazy. That's crazy. What's up with Jokic, baked bean teeth, all that money in those? Hey, listen, why we cook? Yeah, hey, listen, Eastern Europeans have a different way of looking at things. Lana should be playing a lot more minutes than he's getting. Billy's hole, he's not equipped for X number of minutes is bullshit argument. I'd rather see him sink or swim than be treated like shit. I mean, listen, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is, and it's probably not going to change. So that just is what it is, man. I've learned not to complain about things that I know is not going to change with this team. 50 points in the paint is why you need a defender like Modest out there. What makes some sense, right? The bench often struggle to score in the past, and teams will go on runs. So maybe giving P. Will more shots with the bench works out where he gets more confidence and consistent. But yeah, second half left. Well, that's the thing. P. Will's been for the majority of his career, he's been the same if you move him to the bench. But I mean, maybe this time is different. Maybe this time is different. Haize, I know this may sound weird, but come in here every Bulls game makes me sane due to the fact that all my Chicago teams are doing pretty bad right now. I mean, yeah, that's City struggling right now. What's the plus minus for having 4 guards in the starting lineup? I don't know. I don't even know if you can look up that exact stat. 2 air balls for the Bulls. Russ isn't on the team. For the Bulls, Russ isn't on the team. That's funny. Zach is having an off night. I mean, yeah, I mean, he's 2 for 4. You really call that an off night when he has 10 points off 4 shots? That's not really an off night to me. He doesn't need to be more aggressive, but we'll see. This is one of them games Vucevic should have scored that 40 points he did last week. Well, I mean, it's Jokic. I don't know if you could say that he should score 40 points when he has to guard Jokic. So, it is what it is. If it makes sense, Billy doesn't like it. His common sense went out the window like the guy his wife gets wow. What why are you going so hard at his wife? New offense this time is only different than the previous year offense. Bench for P. Will. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Who knows what Billy in front office is doing, but it got nothing to do with this season. That could be a definite possibility as well. I can't watch the game right now. How's Pat playing? He's actually playing pretty good in the first half. Once again, Billy stifling the young talent to go back to what he's comfortable with. He did this for years with DeMar at the 4. I mean, DeMar didn't play the 4. DeMar played 3 when he was here. DeMar didn't play the 4. P. Will played the 4. Javonte Green played the 4. Right? Can't even remember the last time THT had a DNP. It needs to be more often, that's for sure. I bet if we had DeMar still, Josh would have more assists a game. I don't know if that's the case because keep in mind, DeMar dominated the ball. He was very heavy on ball. I don't know if Josh Giddey would have the ball in his hands enough to have more assists, to be honest with you. Zach is not having an off night, but he does look frustrated, though. I mean, yeah, he should be frustrated with turning the ball over that much, but it is what it is. Jimmy Butler walks out of practice suspended for 3rd time. Why is that a topic here? Like, no offense, Matthew, but why are we bringing it up at halftime of a Bulls game? Just wondering. I have a whole NBA Central that's already covered that. But why are we bringing it up at halftime in a Bulls game? Duarte needs a shot at starting. Yeah, he'll get one with the Wong Dong Tigers over in China. He's not gonna. He needs a shot at starting. Not here. Not the year of our Lord 2025. Not in America. Not on the Chicago Bulls. What are you talking about? Not gonna happen. We went to the free throw line way more with the DeMar. Yeah, because that's DeMar's game, right? That's DeMar's game. What's going on, Camille? Glad to have you in the building. If we were to get a top 5 pick, who would you want us to select? Depends on where we select. There's a lot of players I would like. I don't care where you're from. No multimillionaire should have baked bean teeth. That's crazy. Surprised we aren't down by more. Me too, especially when you give up 50 points in the paint. Duarte can start for the Windy City Bulls. He's asked. I wouldn't even want him starting there. I actually want players that we can at least convince ourselves may have a future to start there. When it's even more frustrating about this is that the Bulls have talent. Yeah, I mean, every team in the league has talent. Every team in the league has talent. Bing Bong Dong China, that's crazy. No, the Wong Dong Tigers. That's actually a team over there. I know I'm not saying the name of the other city correctly, but that's actually a team. P-Will was injured. Javonte Green didn't get picked up until the end of the year. DeMar was playing the 4. No, Javonte Green got picked up before we even had DeMar. Javonte Green was on the team. We traded for Javonte Green the same year we got Vooch. So no, DeMar was not playing the 4. He was not playing the 4. Like I'm not saying he never played minutes at the 4, but he never started at the 4 unless there were heavy injuries. But your whole outline here is wrong. We got Javonte Green before we got DeMar DeRozan. Are you a Bulls fan? Like, are you actually a Bulls fan? I'm just wondering. Like, do you not know when we got players? We picked up Javonte at the end of the year. We picked up Javonte when we got Vooch. He was part of that series of trades. I didn't even have to look that up. Like I don't understand the people's obsession with correcting people and then not knowing what they're talking about. You talking about at the end of the year last year when he came back? Okay. All right. If you're talking about that, but even then, Javonte Green didn't play a lot of minutes. I mean, DeMar DeRozan didn't play a lot of minutes at the 4. Glad to see P will come off the bench. He's not been playing well this season. Yeah, I mean, we'll see how it continues. He also AC played power forward, but then got injured, and maybe that's when DeMar and Green also played power forward. Yeah, he's talking. Yeah, I'm not thinking about last year. I'm thinking about overall. My bad. That was my bad on that part. That is when Javonte Green came back, but we played a lot of players at the 4 then, right? Yeah, exactly, Peter. Green, Caruso, and even Ayo played more 4 than DeMar. Exactly, and Daniel Tice originally. And that happened at the trade deadline when we moved off of Daniel Gafford and Wendell, and we got Vooch and all those guys. Wong Dong Diddy is wild. That's a crazy ass statement there, brother. That's wild. For his career, no, they're the exact same. P. Will's numbers, hold on. P. Will bench scoring stat muse. Hold on, I can tell y'all real quick. Patrick Williams career bench. So coming off the bench, Patrick Williams, this is funny enough. In 40 games coming off the bench, Patrick Williams has averaged 8 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Basically the same exact. It's like 1.7 points less than what he does. He's basically been the same player off the bench for his career. Now, maybe this changes. The offense is different. Maybe that starts changing. But it is what it is when it comes down to it. Duarte can go be weird and zesty with Josh. What is Bulls for life? Chill, bro. You gotta chill, man. You getting a little too fired up, bro. It's 36 games left into the season, my guy. Chill the hell out a little bit. But all right, game's coming back. We'll catch you guys after the game. Love you guys. Go Bulls.